Thank you for downloading OurPact. This virtual tutorial will take you through our Connect pairing process, as well as through all of OurPact's management features. OurPact's App Rule feature allows you to choose whether you would like apps to be always allowed, always blocked, or follow your management rules with schedules, allowances, and manual commands. App rules can be changed with a simple tap, allowing you to set and change rules as needed. You will be able to set a rule for each individual app on your child's device. If an app is set to always allowed, that app will remain available for your child to use even if their device is currently blocked. Apps set to always blocked will stay blocked, even if the device is not currently being blocked. These apps will not become available until you change the app rule. Apps set to blocked by schedule will follow all schedules, require children to use their allowance time when allowance is enabled, and will respond to manual block and grant commands. To set app rules, tap on the App Rules tile on your dashboard, or tap the Rules button at the bottom of the screen and go to App Rules. App Rules is a great place for parents to start when they first manage their child's device because you can see a list of all the apps installed on your child's device. By default, all apps will be set to blocked by schedule when you first pair your child's device. You can choose to sort your App Rules list alphabetically, by age rating, by app rule, or by app category using the Sort By drop-down at the top right of the app list. When your child downloads a new app to their device, you will receive an in-app notification alerting you about the new download, and the new app will automatically appear in your App Rules list for you to set the appropriate rule. If you tap on an app icon, you will have the option to see app information and set app permissions. Choosing information will populate the App Store information for the specific app, including the App Store rating, screenshots of the app, and app descriptions. You can also set your preferred app rule on this information page. Tapping on permissions allows you to exclude chosen apps from automated block schedules. Uncheck any of the schedules that you do not want the app to be blocked by. You can also change the app rule on this permissions page. You will not be able to set permissions for any apps set to always blocked or always allowed. With OurPact's View feature, you will receive automated screenshots of your child's device while they are using it. To use View, tap on the View tile in your dashboard, or tap the View button at the bottom of your screen. Then, turn View on with the toggle in the top right-hand corner. When enabled, View will automatically take screenshots of your child's device about every 5 minutes. You can change the interval you would like screenshots taken by going to Settings and changing the interval underneath Periodic Views. You can disable periodic views while leaving View turned on. Doing this will allow you to take on-demand screenshots of your child's device without receiving automated periodic views. To take an on-demand screenshot, tap the View Now button on the View Gallery screen. View captures will only be taken when the status at the top of the screen says Online. Both automatic and on-demand screenshots will appear in your fully encrypted View Gallery. Only you will be able to access the images in your View Gallery. Once a screenshot of your child's device has been taken, OCR technology scans the images to identify any concerning words. We call this feature categories. If any concerning language is seen during the scan, the image will be flagged in your View Gallery with a colored dot. These colored dots correspond to the 5 different categories that screenshots can be flagged for. Those categories are sexual content, profanity, violence, substance abuse, and a custom category that you can add your own keywords to. Tap on the gallery preview to see the full screenshot. If a screenshot has been flagged by View, it will show you the keyword or words that were flagged in the bottom left of the screenshot. To add custom words to categories, go to Settings in the top right-hand corner and then Custom Keywords. You can add as many words as you like to this list. Any custom keywords that are flagged will be flagged with the blue custom category dot, even if the word in question falls into another category. You can also exclude keywords that may be flagged but you are not concerned about by using the Ignored Keywords list. The controls at the top of the View gallery allow you to sort your gallery images. You can choose to see screenshots only from a specific date or device, or choose which images will populate in your View gallery based on categories. For your family's safety, all View gallery images will be deleted after 14 days. Once a View image is deleted, it cannot be recovered. If your child has an Android device, View will start taking screenshots as soon as you enable it, and your child may not be aware that their device is being monitored with this feature. Using View with a child's iOS device is a little bit different. Because of Apple's privacy and security policies, a permission is required for devices to be screen recorded. Your child will need to grant that permission in their OurPact Jr app. We call this permission a broadcast. We understand that most children won't willingly give their parents permission to take screenshots of their devices. So we have tied app access to the broadcast permission. When View is enabled, your child's iOS device will be blocked until they enable the broadcast permission in OurPact Jr by tapping the Start button at the top of the screen. Once the broadcast has started, your child's device will no longer be blocked, and you will receive screenshots of their device usage. When the device is closed, the broadcast will automatically end, and your child will have to restart the broadcast when they are ready to use their device again. Apps you have set to Always Allowed in App Rules will not require this broadcast permission for your child to use them, but you will still see screenshots of these apps if they are used while the broadcast permission is turned on and View is taking screenshots. Automated schedules allow you to create healthy schedules and routines for your children by blocking screen time automatically during designated times. By default, your dashboard will already have a bedtime schedule created for you that you can edit and enable. Tap on the schedule to edit it. To create your own schedules, tap the Schedule tile below the locator map on your dashboard. You can also tap the Rules icon at the bottom of the screen and go to Schedules. Next, tap the plus sign in the top right-hand corner of your Schedules page. You will then name your schedule, set the times you would like your child's device blocked, and set the days you would like the block schedule to take effect. By default, all schedules are set to be recurring and will continue until they are disabled. If you turn the recurring toggle off, the schedule will complete a full week and then be disabled. This may be useful for special schedules like spring break that you will only need once. Schedules also have custom permissions that allow you to choose specific apps that you do not want to be blocked by that schedule. Using permissions will allow those chosen apps to be usable, even when screen time is blocked. To set custom permissions for each schedule, tap the Edit pencil next to App Permissions on the Edit Schedule page. Scroll through the alphabetical list of apps or search by app name for the app you would like to be excluded from the schedule. By unchecking an app, you remove it from being blocked by that specific schedule. Only apps set to Blocked by Schedule in App Rules will appear in the Permissions app list. Any apps set to Always Allowed or Always Blocked will not be listed or searchable. Each schedule has its own custom permissions, if you would like to use them, which means that you can choose to exclude specific apps from one schedule without excluding that app from being blocked by all schedules. When you have finished setting permissions, tap the check mark at the top of the app list. You will then see all the apps you have excluded from the schedule listed on the Edit Schedule screen. Tap Save, and your new schedule is ready to go. If you want to delete a schedule, tap the schedule to edit it, and then tap the trash can in the bottom right corner. You will see your child's schedules for the day listed on the Schedules tile. If a schedule is currently active, the schedule will have a red dot next to it in the Schedules tile, and your access state box will say that your child's device is being blocked by the schedule. You can create multiple schedules for your child so that you have the exact right management plan that fits your family's needs. Restrictions is our tool for filtering out adult content and managing other device controls on your child's mobile device. To set restrictions, tap the Rules button at the bottom of the screen and go to Restrictions. The restrictions page will look different for iOS child devices and Android child devices. If you are managing both an iOS and Android device for one child, both sets of restrictions will appear on your restrictions page. Both iOS and Android child devices will have the web filter at the top of the page. Toggle on the web filter to block adult content. Using our Always Blocked and Always Allowed website lists, you can choose URLs you do not want your child to have access to but are not already blocked by the web filter. You can also set URLs to be allowed if the web filter is currently blocking access to them. iOS restrictions allow you to manage several device functions, providing an extra layer of protection with the ease of managing all functions right from your OurPact app. You will be able to manage Siri settings and prevent your child from deleting apps or making in-app purchases, changing their device passcode, or being able to reset their device. You can also require a password when making purchases through the App Store or iTunes, limit ad tracking, and disable the ability to send or receive airdrops or take screenshots. Android restrictions will let you disable the use of airplane mode on your child's device, as well as disable app removal and limit ad tracking. Manual commands give you the flexibility to respond and manage your child's device in the moment without having to change your management settings. At the top of your dashboard, you will see the Access State box, which tells you what state your child's device is in, that is, whether it is blocked or granted at the time. In this box, you will see buttons to block and grant. These manual commands are meant to allow you to block or grant time outside of scheduled blocks or daily screen time allowances. If your child's device is currently blocked, you can temporarily remove the block with a manual grant to allow them screen time. You can also use a manual grant when you have the Allowance feature enabled to allow your child to use screen time without having to use their allowance time for the day. This is a quick and easy way to reward your children with more screen time for the day, or let them finish up what they were doing on their phone or tablet before it was blocked. Likewise, if your child's device is not currently blocked by a schedule, you can temporarily remove screen time access with a manual block. When setting a manual command, you will choose the time period that you would like the manual block or command to take effect so that you don't have to remember to go back and change it. There is a setting called Until I Say So, which will leave the manual command in place indefinitely until you remove it. You also have the option to add time to your manual commands. If you want to end the manual command before the time you set, press Cancel to resume your normal management rules. OurPact's Family Locator helps keep your child safe offline by giving you location reporting and alerts so that you know where your child is, where they've been, and when they've made it safely to their destinations. To use the Family Locator, tap the map underneath the Access State box on your dashboard or tap the Locator button at the bottom of the screen. Enable Locator with the toggle at the top right-hand corner. When the family locator is turned on, it will be active for all of your children, not just one child profile. Tap the settings icon to turn on location history using the toggle. You do not have to use location history if you do not want to. Your family locator map will show you the current position of all your children's devices. If all your children's devices are at the same location, they will be bundled under an indicator. The indicator will show the number of devices at this location. Tap on the indicator to zoom in and see the individual devices. When you tap on your child's icon, an information bubble will show you which device is in this location, whether that device is in a geofence you have created, and how long that device has been there. If your child is not currently in a geofence you created, you can tap the location icon in the bubble to add that location to your list of places for geofence notifications. You can also tap the directions icon to get directions to that location using your device's native Maps app. Pulling up on the drawer at the bottom of the map will open the location history information. Anytime your child's device spends 5 minutes or more at one place, that place will be breadcrumbed and added to the location history. You will see a list of the locations your child went to in the location history drawer and see all the breadcrumbs from different locations on the map. Tapping on the calendar in the location history drawer lets you see location history from different days. With your Premium Plus subscription, you have access to 30 days worth of location history data. Days in teal on the calendar fall within that 30-day period, and any date with a dot underneath has location history data for that day. You can also receive geofence notifications when your child enters or leaves a set geofence, or what we call a place. To create a new place for geofence notifications, tap the place icon on the right-hand side of the map. You can also go through settings to create places. You can move the map and zoom in and out to find the right location for your geofence. The smallest radius for our geofences is about 100 meters. Now, you will name the place and confirm that the address is correct. By tapping on Advanced, you will choose whether to use this geofence for all of your children or only specific child profiles, and whether or not to receive alerts when they leave the place, arrive at the place, or both. On the map, the Layers button on the right-hand side lets you change the look of the map and choose whether to have the geofences on your map view or not. The Centering button will take you to the location of whichever child you are currently viewing. You can easily toggle between children by using the drop-down at the top of the map. With Screen Time Allowance, you can set a limit for how much screen time your child can have each day. To set allowance time, scroll down on your dashboard and tap the Allowance tile. You can also tap the Rules icon at the bottom of the screen and go to Allowance. Enable the Allowance feature using the toggle in the top right-hand corner. By default, allowance times will be set to 2 hours. Tap each day to set custom allowance times for individual days. The top of your allowance list will calculate the weekly total screen time you have set. The current day of the week will have a green indicator bar next to it. Children can only use their screen time allowance for the day when their device is not currently blocked. If your child's device is blocked by an automated schedule or manual block, their allowance time will not be available. Your child is responsible for managing their own allowance time using their OurPact Jr app, which is automatically added to their device when pairing it with our Connect application. When allowance is enabled, your child's device will be blocked. To unblock their device and use their screen time, your child must start their allowance timer by pressing the play button in their OurPact Jr app. When your child is done using their screen time for the moment, they must go back to their OurPact Jr app and press pause so that they can use the rest of their allowance time later. The allowance timer does not pause automatically when the device is closed, so it's important that children remember to pause their allowance time when they are not using their phone or tablet. Otherwise, their timer will continue to count down. Your child will be able to see how much screen time they have remaining for the day in their OurPact Jr app. When your child has used all of their allowance time for the day, their timer will no longer be available to play, and they will see that their allowance time has run out. You can also see on your dashboard whether your child is currently using allowance time and how much time they have remaining for the day. To get started with management, you will need to pair your child's device using our Connect pairing application. The pairing process is quick, easy, and will allow you to access all of the available features of OurPact. When you create an account and open your mobile OurPact app, you will be prompted to download the Connect application onto a computer. You will need a Windows 10 or higher computer or a Mac running Mac Catalina or later. You can open your OurPact account in a web browser where you will see the download links for Connect. You can also go to connect.ourpact.com to download Connect. From here, you will download the appropriate version of Connect for your computer. When you open the Connect application, it will already be set to pair. When you are ready to remove management from your child's device, you will use the same application, but choose the Remove option. Let's pair an Android device. Select Pair, Android, and then Start. You won't plug your child's device into the computer just yet. You will be asked to enter your account login email and password. Management can only be installed or removed with your login credentials. Next, in order for your child's Android device to complete the pairing process, you will need to enable developer options and USB debugging. The on-screen instructions will show you exactly how to do that. After you enable USB debugging on your child's device, then you will connect the device to your computer using a USB cable. Follow the instructions on screen and accept the prompt on your child's device to allow USB debugging so that it can connect to your computer. Now, you'll be asked to assign the device to a profile. If you have previously created child profiles, you can pair the device to an existing profile, or you can choose to create a new profile. After you select or create and name a new profile, you will be asked to consent to our data and privacy policy. Your family's safety is a top priority and has always been a core value of OurPact. We collect only the minimum amount of information to allow you to manage your child's device with our management features. Your data is never sold or given to third parties. It is stored and transmitted to the highest industry security standards. Additionally, your data is only retained for as long as needed to provide you service, and you can request to delete your account and data at any time. The next steps will happen automatically on your child's device. You will see a progress bar on your Connect screen. Please do not disconnect your child's device from your computer until you see the success screen at the end of the Connect installation. You can now disconnect your child's device from your computer, and you're ready to get started with management. When you open your OurPact app, you will see your child's profile. To get started with management, you will need to pair your child's device using our Connect pairing application. The pairing process is quick, easy, and will allow you to access all of the available features that OurPact has to offer. When you create your account and open your mobile OurPact app, you will be prompted to download the Connect pairing application onto a computer. You will need a Windows 10 or higher computer or a Mac running Mac Catalina or later. You can open your OurPact account in a web browser where you will see the download links for Connect. You can also go to connect.ourpact.com to download Connect. From here, you will download the appropriate version of Connect for your computer. When you open the Connect application, it will already be set to pair. When you are ready to remove management from your child's device, you will use the same application but choose the Remove option. Let's pair an iOS device. Select Pair and iOS. Connect your child's iOS device to your computer using a Lightning charging cable. Then, press Start. You will be asked to enter your account login email and password. Management can only be installed or removed with your login credentials. To pair iOS devices, you will need to turn off Find My Phone on your child's device. The on-screen instructions will show you exactly how to do that. Don't worry, once your child's device has been paired, you can turn Find My Phone back on. Next, you will be asked to trust your computer. If you have previously connected the device and trusted your computer, you may not receive this prompt. Now, you'll be asked to assign the device to a profile. If you have previously created child profiles, you can pair the device to one of those, or you can choose to create a new child profile. After you select or create and name a new profile, you will be asked to consent to our data and privacy policy. Your family's safety is a top priority and has always been a core value of OurPact. We collect only the minimum amount of information to allow you to manage your child's device with our management features. Your data is never sold or given to third parties. It is stored and transmitted to the highest industry security standards. Additionally, your data is only retained for as long as needed to provide you service, and you can request to delete your account and data at any time. By default, all iOS devices are paired with tamper-proofing. We always recommend pairing your child's device with tamper-proofing. This setting prevents the mobile device management, or MDM, profile from being able to be removed through the device settings. If you do not want to pair it with tamper-proofing, you can opt out by clicking the Learn More link on the screen. Now, the rest of the setup will happen automatically. You will see the steps progress on the Connect screen and be guided through the rest of setup. During pairing, the device will be restarted. You will need your child's device passcode. After you unlock the device for the second time using your child's passcode, follow the prompts on your child's device to finish installing management. Once completed, you will see a success screen in your Connect application. You can now disconnect your child's device from your computer and you're ready to get started with management. When you open your OurPact app, you will see your child's profile. OurPact Jr is the companion app on your child's device. OurPact Jr will be installed on your child's device automatically after it is paired through the Connect pairing application. For iOS child devices, if you do not see OurPact Jr, you can download it from the Apple App Store or remotely install it using your OurPact parent app. Go to My Family and find the iOS device you need to install OurPact Jr on and tap Install OurPact Jr. Your child should only have the OurPact Jr app installed on their managed device, not the parental OurPact app you use to manage their device. Your child will use their OurPact Jr app to see their automated block schedules and use their allowance time. If your child's device is not currently blocked by an automated block schedule or a manual block, they will see Free Time at the top of their screen. If the device is blocked by an automated block schedule or a manual block, your child will see Blocked at the top of the screen. OurPact Jr will display a list of all of your child's block schedules. By tapping on the list of schedules, your child can see a calendar with all their block schedules for each individual day. When Allowance is enabled for management, your child will need to play their allowance timer in OurPact Jr. to use their device, and then stop the timer when they are done using their screen time. They will see a countdown of how much time they have used for the day. Your child can also tap on the allowance countdown to see their allotted allowance time for each day of the week. If your child has an iOS device, OurPact Jr. has a couple more functions than it does for an Android child device. The first difference is the App Organizer. App Organizer is our custom solution to app scrambling, which is a common issue for iOS devices using device management. Children can lock their home screen layout using App Organizer to keep their home screen apps from being rearranged. Your child will need to tap the App Organizer icon in the top right-hand corner of OurPact Jr. Enable App Organizer and arrange the layout just as they would on the device's home screen. They will even be able to create folders. When finished, tap Save in the top left-hand corner. Now your child's app positions on their home screen will remain the same when their device is blocked. When App Organizer is enabled, your child cannot rearrange or delete apps from their home screen. They must make changes in App Organizer. While apps cannot be deleted from the home screen when App Organizer is enabled, they can still be deleted through the device settings. iOS child devices will also need to use their OurPact Jr. app when View is enabled for management. View takes screenshots of your child's device while it is in use. Because Apple requires permission from devices to be screen recorded, your child will need to grant that permission in their OurPact Jr. app, which we call a broadcast. We understand that children won't be inclined to allow their parents permission to take screenshots of their devices, so we have tied app access to the broadcast permission. When View is enabled, your child's device will be blocked until they enable the broadcast permission in OurPact Jr. by tapping the Start button at the top of the screen. Once the broadcast has started, your child's device will no longer be blocked, and you will receive screenshots of their device usage. When the device is closed, the broadcast will automatically end, and your child will have to restart the broadcast when they are ready to use their device again. You can also easily reassign your child's device to a different child profile using OurPact Jr. To do so, go to the menu, tap Parent Access, enter your account email and password, and then tap Reassign Device. You can reassign the device to an already existing profile or create a new one. You will not need the Connect Pairing application to reassign a child device, even if you make a new child profile. Children can change the look of their OurPact Jr. app by opening the menu and going to Themes. We offer a variety of themes to match your child's unique personality. If you have any questions about how your child will use their OurPact Jr. app, please email our dedicated support team at support@ourpact.com, and they will be happy to answer any questions for you.